Don Lemon, they done reached the motherfucking payout since they fired him from CNN, right? Now they saying that the payout is $24.5 million, but CNN saying that that's not the correct number. Anyway, they gave him some millions. I'm shocked and surprised because it's been, close to almost a year since they fired him. But they're saying the reason why they paid him because he had 3.5 years left on the contract before they fired him, right? Now, according to the rap, the former CNN anchor finally reached a deal with his former bosses at the cable news network to finalize his separation from the company after being canned almost a full year ago. They had been working out details of his exit package, and now word is they finally landed a number. Now, I take that. If you fire me from my job and give me half of it, let's just say they gave him $10 million, right? That's still amazing. That's like $3 million a year. And all you doing is sitting down talking to the world. And you ain't even talking a long time. Because Don Lemon's segment, it's not like he had hourly shows where he interviewed people every day and talked about a whole lot of shit. He had simple topics that the network created for him. He didn't put no homework into it. That's what a lot of people don't know. See, independent shows like, people like me, we look up and research topics. People like that on networks, they just show up and read what's already written out in scripted form. So they get you basically getting paid for nothing, just showing up and being you and the people liking you. So let's say if they settle for 10 million, even though the report saying it's 24.5, that's a nice check. Plus, they say he done got it on another show that's gonna be on X. So seem like he gonna be all right. Cause I mean they broke his heart. Don Lemon thought that he was blacker than who he was. They had to show him that at the end of the day, you still a nigga. And we would get rid of your black ass if you say the wrong thing on this network. And that's what happened. No matter how many years he had worked there, when he crossed that line and said some shit that wasn't approvable, to the public, it was over. He got the boot. Now, Tyreek Hill, that played for the Kansas City Chiefs some years ago, won Super Bowl, motherfucker faster than a cheetah. He done got sued by a model. Guess what for though? She said that her leg was broke during a football drill. Everybody is coming out to get paid now. Now, she a social media influencer, by the way, with 2 million followers on Instagram. See, now this lets me know that she was an Instagram model, sexy. These niggas be online looking at these girls on Instagram with all these followers, and y'all getting them rich. You getting them paid. Because what you doing is you acting like that she's already somebody special. Not saying she's not special as a person. What I mean is you acting like she's a public figure just because you see she got her followers. A lot of the women on Instagram, that's not like artists, or comedians and shit like that. They mostly got a lot of followers because they look good. And you got a lot of thirsty ass men all around the country that like to look at their pictures and play with themselves and do all type of sick shit. So they follow them. So they got an advantage. It don't be always because they talented. So that's how a lot of, football players, actors, sports stars, they get tricked into getting with a woman, and now you finna lose a whole lot of money because you playing around with her. You could have got with anybody that was pretty on Instagram that had 2 followers, but you chose her. Look at what she did to you. Now she claiming Tyreek Hill broke her leg in a fit of rage in his backyard. Listen at this. She said he broke her leg in a fit of rage. I can just tell this is a lie. I can just tell that this is not true. Why would an NFL player break your leg in a fit of rage? A girl? Stop it. Only thing he want to break is breaking a move where he can have fun with you in the bed. He probably want to break you off something proper in a good way, not to hurt you. I know he ain't just want to break her leg. That don't even matter. And then that was last summer. So you gonna wait until a whole new summer about to come, and now all of a sudden you want to report this. She want them to fork over some serious cash is what they saying. Now Sophie Hall made the allegations in the lawsuit filed in Broward County, Florida last week, alleging the incident went down a short time after she booked a ticket for her son to attend one of the NFL stars football camps in South Florida. She put her son up for bait. I'm going to go sign my son up at this famous star football camp, and then hopefully I can run into him, introduce myself. When he see I got all these followers on Instagram, I got a chance. That's what happened. Now, she claimed that after her purchase went through, she received some flirtatious messages from Hill on Instagram. The truth is coming out now. She didn't just sign them up. She signed them up after her and Tyreek Hill was talking on Instagram. Once they was talking back and forth, she let him know she had a son, and she got her son a free football camp trip. Come on, let's just be honest. And she got some NFL ding-a-ling. But she didn't get the money she thought she was going to get. That's what this story sounded like. She thought she was getting a payday, and she got a stroke away. And he walked away. But let me finish. Now, like I said, she claimed that after her purchase went through, she received some flirtatious messages from Hill on Instagram. One of the texts, she said, included a line from the Dolphins wide receiver that read, "I've been known to be a good stepdad." Then she said, during the chat on social media, he invited her to come a day earlier so me and mom can hang before he gave her his personal cell phone. Now, in her suit, Hall says she went on to attend the camp with her son on June the 17th, and while there, Hill asked her to come back and visit him at his Southwest Ranches mansion. Now I'm looking at her. She got a BBL. She got a BBL, Brazilian butt lift, some shit shot in her ass. She ain't even got a real ass. God damn, you niggas are... Some of the shit I be seeing you niggas fall for is ridiculous. I would rather fall for a natural, sexy woman that's pretty as hell and got a natural booty, natural titties and all that, and give her the money. Before I pay for somebody that doctored themselves up just to bait me in and it work, you got to feel like an extra sucker now. Now, Hall says days later, he purchased a flight and travel arrangements for her to reconnect with him on June the 28th. She claims that after she made her way to Hill's home, he asked her to participate in some football drills during a training session. Now, why would he ask you to perform and play football with him? Okay. She said he allegedly asked her to rush against him in the defensive line versus the offensive line on a one-on-one style workout, according to her. Now, he ain't played no football in the back. All he did was tell you to bend over and hut that thing so he can hit it. Hut, I'm going in. And he went in, and y'all had a party. She's saying that they was outside, and she lined up. Now I guess she finna say that he done ran over her. Now, according to her, she said she shoved him backwards, which caused him to be embarrassed, and his attitude changed, and he became angry. Then flipped the drill around so he could rush against her, and said charged into her violently, causing her to suffer a right leg injury. Wow. She said she complained that she was hurt, but he downplayed the severity, telling her to just rest and get some ice. Now, she said when she eventually got back home, an orthopedist diagnosed her with a leg fracture that required better hard work implantation to fix. Now, she said she continued to suffer from persistent pain and weakness, and now she wants him to pay for her big damages. You know that's a lie. Think about this. NFL player run into you, break your leg, hurt your leg, right? I got so much money, it wouldn't even went this far. You wouldn't even have to tell me nothing. Think about this. This shit don't even make no sense. You wouldn't have had to tell me nothing. I'd have been like, let me hurry up. Baby, go to the best doctor. Look, I already got it set up. Go over here. They're going to check you out. I want to make sure she treated. If that was true, because we know this was a mistake. If this really happened, which I don't think happened at all. I think this is a made up lie like a motherfucker. This do not add up. Now I can see him being dumb enough to fall for you on Instagram and try to get you, and spend time with you and have fun with you, and all that old good shit. But I don't see him wanting to tackle you, hurt you, then play like he don't know you hurt, knowing that you can go out. If is that especially with social media now, everybody's seeing all these stars getting targeted, took to court, and settling. Most of them sick and doing the shit that these women saying they doing, and only a small percentage of them not. Now, people do lie, don't get me wrong. They got a lot of people that'll make up some shit just to get a paycheck. So with all that being said and all that going on, and you seeing it, it doesn't, and then this ain't even no sexual thing. This is just some straight up physical shit. So it seemed like to me she just created some, to just try to get out of it. It's not gonna be no old video footage showing last year that they was in the backyard. And look, why would he be embarrassed? It's just him and her. He was finna get ready and hit that thing. And he hit it that day. She just mad because it didn't turn into the payday. She like, when I'm with Tyreek Hill, girl, with the motherfucking famous NFL motherfucking wide receiver that's making M's. I'm finna get paid, bitch. And he paid her with dick and no change. And then she got enough feeling. This is all this is about. This is the typical American story of trying to come up, and it might just go wrong or it might go right. Who knows? I don't think she getting no money with this shit here. I think she should have made up a little bit more of an extreme story. Now, last but not least, God damn it, P. Diddy. Damn. You just won't quit, will it, P. Diddy? You just won't stop. He got another allegation. This time it's about a former male employee. Now, Stevie J told TMZ, these allegations are false, and my lawyer will be handling this going forward. A representative for Justin Combs told TMZ that Justin Combs categorically denies these absurd allegations. They are all lies. These are clear examples of desperate people taking desperate measures in hopes of getting money. He's saying that there will be legal consequences made about the Combs family. Now, Diddy's attorney, Sean Holland, told TMZ that Lil Rod is nothing more than a liar who filed a $30 million lawsuit. They said he filed a $30 million lawsuit shamelessly looking for an undeserved payday. His reckless name dropping about events that are pure fiction did not happen. Now, let's go to what some of the stuff that this guy is saying, right? Now, they saying that they got proof that the claims is complete lies, right? And that their attempts to share the proof with his attorney was ignored. Now, so saying they're going to address the shit in court. Now, this is the thing. The man's name is Rodney Jones, right? Who's accusing Diddy. He was a former producer and a videographer for Diddy. He claimed that Diddy repeatedly sexually assaulted him and subjected unwanted advances in front of people all the time. Then he said, besides that, Diddy used to walk up and just grab his dick, smack him on his booty crack. He just all the time, out the blue, they could just be eating at the dinner table. Diddy might just say, and grab his thing. That's what this guy is saying that Diddy allegedly did. Then he said Diddy would take off all his clothes, get butt naked, and just walk around in front of him. Dick ball swinging everywhere. Now, how you as a man, first of all, before I get into the story about this guy, let somebody do that? Look, I don't give a fuck how much money you got. You're not finna walk around me butt naked with your dick swinging and I call myself a straight man, just walking around because it's $1 million that I gotta get, that I want to get to change my life. Bad as I want to change my life, I ain't gonna lie. It would hurt, but I just couldn't do it. You got to stand for something, man. And if you do that, you might as well just accept it and admit it. There ain't nothing wrong with it. If that's what you are, you're gay. You like that. Be gay with the person who's been gay with you. It's cool. Don't make the exception, but it was because for the money. Because if that's the case, you could have been doing things like that for the money. Now, he said he believed Diddy was trying to groom him into having sex. How somebody gonna groom you? He playing like an innocent victim. Only innocent victims when you can say somebody is grooming you is if you're a child. When you're an adult and you're not being physically forced and made to do it, you're not being groomed. You're coming out. You're being who you really have been your whole life. Now, he said Diddy would downplay the alleged assault as horseplay. Now, he's also said Diddy allegedly forced him to watch a video involving Stevie J fucking another nigga. Well, this is amazing. He got a screen grab of the video, like a clipping of it. This dude Jones got a clipping of this alleged video with Stevie J having sex with another nigga. Now, Stevie J used to be with Jocelyn Hernandez. Y'all remember that reality show? Hey, I don't put nothing past nobody. Like I said, you do what you want to do. I keep my booty to myself. My booty is for to get on the toilet and use the bathroom. My ding-a-ling is for to go inside a soft, juicy vagina. Some people like ding-a-lings to go on their booty. I don't do that. Now, moving on. Now, there are more allegations. He says a female cousin of Diddy's girlfriend, Young Miami, also sexually assaulted him, alleging attempting to having sex with him in front of Diddy and members of his staff. He said Diddy brought prostitutes to the house in Miami, and on one occasion, he said he was present at the house. Wow. And was drugged and possibly raped. Because he said Diddy used to serve women bottles of tequila and vodka laced with drugs. And I've heard about these stories where people have went to parties in California and Hollywood, right? Now, this happened in Miami. But I've heard this where people have went to parties, woken up the next day, blood everywhere, in the pool and the sheet, and they don't know what happened to them. They booty sold. You know, the women that didn't happen to, their vagina sold, they're in pain. You know, this shit goes on. It's fucked up that we see people on TV, we listen to their music, we watch their movies. You know, and people be like, oh, I want to be like them. Stop saying that shit. You don't know how wicked and evil these motherfuckers is. Just say you like their talent. Because it seems like we're starting to reveal and see that all these people we watched growing up and we watching now, they were sick motherfuckers. Wicked. Doing evil shit that we couldn't even imagine. But on the screen, we looking at them like they screen gods. Stop. Now he got plenty more allegations, include Diddy bringing underage girls to his house and getting them drunk on purpose. He said Diddy directed Stevie J and his son to recruit prostitutes. Yeah. Said he instructed them to find underage girls to attend the parties. Now the man got pictures, and they got some of these pictures on TMZ. Go find this story. Go look up on TMZ. You're gonna see this. The man has pictures that he done provided. Pictures with Cuba Gooding Jr. and Rodney Jones Jr. hugging close as a motherfucker, like a man do his girlfriend, like they about to tongue kiss. He's providing little snippets and little clips. Now, Jones claimed Diddy introduced him to Cuba Gooding Jr. on Diddy's yacht, and Cuba allegedly began touching, groping, and fondling Mr. Jones' leg. So just everybody just grabbing this man's dick. You're just letting all these different men grab your dick. I know what he's gonna say. Maybe he's mentally ill. I don't know. Mental health is a motherfucker. Maybe something was mentally wrong with him and they were taking advantage of it. But it's foul. It's fucked up that all y'all just touching this man's dick. Allegedly. The small of his back near his buttocks and his shoulders. I mean, he just touched him every which way that you touch a woman you like. Now, there are also allegations of a shooting where Jones said Diddy and his son, Justin, got into a heated argument at an LA studio. Jones said gunfire erupted and the man G was hit and bleeding from his stomach. Jones said Diddy told him to lie to the cops and say G was shot in a drive-by. Now, LAP investigated the shooting and reportedly found the victim had been shot outside the studio during the robbery and merely ran into the studio while bleeding. Looked like the man ain't lying. He said he seen somebody get shot. All of a sudden, it's a robbery outside the studio and he run into the studio. Yeah, this shit kind of sound like dude got some truth to this shit. Look, you just tuned into another motherfucker's episode of Legend of Coming. And P. Diddy is going and going and going. It's going to be some more shit coming out. We know we've seen a bunch of videos throughout the years of P. Diddy saying suspect shit, doing weird shit. So I can just imagine this is just the beginning. More to come. We talked about how NFL players going online, meeting these social media girls that's just pretty. They don't do nothing. They ain't got nothing going on. Got a bunch of followers just because they're beautiful. And rich players get tricked into fucking with them. Then they end up with a lawsuit or child support or rape allegation. And you keep on doing it. You niggas keep on tricking yourself. Keep on jeopardizing your future and your freedom. To the next time, to the next episode. Do something with yourself. Do something with your life. You just might be somebody one day, Nick.